So, where do you find the right people to connect with if you want more sales, more customers, or maybe more clients, more reps, whatever it is that you're doing? Where do you find these people? How do you connect with them? And how do you close that sale? I'm going to give you a few tips to help you out with this. So, if you're new on here, welcome. If you're a returning visitor, it's good to see you. My name is Brooke Oaks from brookeoaks.com, where you can find tips, tools, and resources to help you build your business on social media without paying for ads. And be sure to let me know what platform you're tuning in from. I should probably turn the chat on so that I can um, say hi, see where you're coming in from, because I'm on multiple platforms and I always love to see who's on here, connect with you, right? Connection is key. And there are different ways to do it, which I'll get into that a little bit of different ways that I connect with people. But let me know where you're tuning in from. So, let's dive in. Where do you find the right people to connect with? Well, first, let's start with who are the right people. There are people who are going to be ready faster to purchase or sign up for something. There are some people who take longer, right? And that's why it's so important to always be connecting with new people and getting out and reaching out to new people, right? Because some people just are not ready right yet, right now, and that's okay. And so, what do you do? How do you get people coming all the time? Well, I will tell you, sorry. I will tell you there are a few different ways that I have found to make connection easier, right? There are a few different things that you can do where you're not searching for people all day long. One is that you can select, right, a specific topic that you post about. So if you're on social media and you want to stick with a specific topic, you can make it really easy to find the people that are looking for that thing, right? So if you have one thing that you're selling, one thing that you pick, you could have tons and tons of products, but if you pick one thing and stick with it and then draw people in that way, right? That's a way that you can connect. And it works really well on like TikTok and Instagram because it's going to push out to those people looking for that thing. Or you could just create posts that answer questions and solve problems, right? You could create content that answer questions and solve problems. And that way, people who are looking for that stuff are kind of reaching out. And that way, you're also getting that conversation. So, your content, right, is going to kind of be like a way for you to draw them in and connect with them. It's going to be a way for you to find the people who are actually going to raise their hand, right? Sometimes I think, I know when I first started, I spent way too much time kind of scouring the internet, looking in all these different places, searching for all these different people and trying to figure out if the person I was talking to was even right for what it is that I was doing, right? So you ask them a bunch of questions and you go down the line only to find that they're not ready yet. And that's okay. Maybe that's not something that they're looking for. That's okay. They're not always going to be wanting what it is, right? I think my friend Diane Hockman said it the best. I did a training with her a few years ago where she explained it as going into Walmart, right? You go, or maybe she called it the grocery store, but you go to the grocery store, go to Walmart, you're going to go down different aisles, right? And you see those aisles and you kind of have to decide what it is that you want. So you're going to go for the things that you actually want, but you're not going to buy everything in the grocery store, right? So having content that has different things isn't necessarily going to be a bad thing, right? Because it's going to ask different questions. It's going to show people different things. And like for me, what I have found, I know a lot of people preach the kind of niche down, right? Go down into super small content, super small topic. But I started following someone who she does really well. She's got a few million followers on social media, and she says you pick 3. And so I stick with my 3 topics, right? I stick with my 3 things. I have health, I have business, motivational-ish, kind of intertwined, and animals. So, like, there are my 3. And for me, it's worked. For me, it's helped bring a lot of new people in. Like my YouTube, all of a sudden just skyrocketed. I had in the last 30 days over 83,000 people come through there. So figure out what it is that you're going to solve, what it is that you're going to do, and people will kind of sort themselves. People will show you. They're going to raise their hands by liking a post or commenting on a post. And some people do it to be nice, and that's okay. That's not a bad thing either, right? Those are your people who maybe down the line, if they ever change their mind, are going to come towards you. I can't tell you how many times I have people reach out to me because I've been doing all this on social media since 2017. I can't tell you how many times people have reached out to me because, you know, now in 2020, all of a sudden, they've decided they want to do something different. And back in 2017, they were really good with what they were doing. They loved it, but now they've changed their mind and then they reach out. And so sometimes you just got to be mindful that everyone's on a different journey, right? So finding the people that are right to connect with, the best thing, honestly, that I found personally is to connect with more people and answer the questions, solve the problems, right? Show them that you have something that you can help them with. Sometimes, you can connect with people on different pages and hashtags. And if you keep them along whatever topic it is that you're sticking with, sometimes you can find that people raise their hand faster, right? If you know someone is following like some sort of healthy eating page and you happen to have products that help with health down the line, if they're looking for something else and you connect with them, they're going to see you as a way to find a solution, right? They're going to see you as someone who's able to help them. And so I think the most important thing that I have learned through it all is having that long-term vision, because things don't always happen right away. Things are not going to be, so many people are used to like that microwave, that instant, having something happen instantly. I think that's something we're so used to driving up to McDonald's, right? And getting whatever we want, that we're not willing to wait and try different things. We want it right now. And if you think about it, the more time that you spend searching and the more time that you spend looking for that instant fix, when all along, if you had been sticking with one thing or 2 things that could have worked, if you stuck with them, right? You're wasting a lot of time, you're wasting a lot of energy, and you're honestly causing more frustration than needed, right? So be mindful of what it is that you're doing. Be mindful of what you're doing with your time, even. How many times have you gone searching for the right people to connect with? And all you end up doing is scrolling on social media, right? You scroll through Facebook, you scroll through TikTok, you scroll through Instagram, Pinterest. You get stuck and you're scrolling, but you're not stopping and seeing what's in front of you. And so again, you're losing that time, and that's going to create frustration that's not needed. Sometimes we're the ones that create more frustration in our own lives than needed, because it's how we react to something. It's the emotions we feel towards it that are going to decide what our next action is going to be. So if something for you just get all up in your head and all wound up about it, and then just shut down, that's your reaction, that's your choice, and that's okay. To kind of figure out maybe take a step back sometimes, but you want to be mindful of the fact that you're draining your own energy and choose a better way. So if there's a way for you to connect with more people, if there's a way for you to get in front of more people, definitely creating that better content and that content that solves problems, definitely I found helpful for myself as I've learned different ways to curate that content, right? So if you're looking for other tips and strategies in order to do that, there's actually a mastermind happening tomorrow, right? Yeah, not tomorrow, Wednesday. Wednesday. There is a mastermind on Wednesday. And basically, it's going to be on connecting and closing. It's some of my really good friends. Actually, one of them, Erin, I've known her literally since I started this in 2017. And she's helped me with, my content for one and how I post. But her and a bunch of people, they're going to get together. There's a mastermind on connecting and closing. And if that's something that you struggle with and you want to listen in, let me know. I'll probably leave it in the comments after this video. But be mindful of when you are going out on social media that you're looking for the people who are looking for the solution that you have, right? And that is the best way that I have found to connect with people who are going to be more open to talking with you and more open to checking whatever it is out, your video or pictures, graphics, infographics, whatever it is that you use. So I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for hopping on here, and be sure to send me a message. Let me know, is there certain types of content that you need help with, or do you have questions that I can answer on these lives? So hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you later.